live, or you may be watching this by replay. You may be on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. I don't know where you're coming from. I'm just glad you're here. I don't know if you're watching it today, tomorrow, or a year from now. I'm just glad you're here. Today's episode is going to be relevant 5 years from now, 10 years from now. This man I have on here today, it has been doing amazing things for a long time. Moving in the background a lot, working with people, helping people get healthy, building a legacy, right? He went to Beachbody, was a Beachbody super trainer, and today he's here to unveil a special project that I believe he produced it himself, him and his team, him and his people. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where this came from. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my man is out here making moves. I saw he was making moves. I reached out like, can we talk about it? He said, let's make it happen. So I'm excited. Welcome to the show, everybody. Tamika Jones, Miss Corinne Marie Tyndale, my beautiful wife. Thank you for being here, sweetie. Amanda Jean Dukes, the producer, is in the house. Welcome, Jasha. Glad to have you guys share this broadcast. If you're watching this right now, you should be hitting share. Share if you're on Facebook, share it to post. Okay, don't share it to a watch party. We don't want people watching in a separate room. We want them right here, right now, watching with us live. Wherever you're coming from, call somebody, text somebody, say jump in. Join Lucas Live. We're here tonight. Shout out to our sponsor tonight, Restream. Check out Restream at restream.io. I'll be sharing more information about it. Others have already signed up under me. I appreciate it. I told Restream I'm building a Restream dream team. So if you're interested in multicasting, broadcasting to multiple platforms, whether you go live once a week, once a month, 5 days a week, whatever it is, whether you have a small group that you work with, a business that you're trying to promote, I want to welcome you to the Restream Dream Team party. And I want to get you guys signed up under me to be on Restream and have the benefits of that service. There's a small fee. It's reasonable for what it does. It's a powerful way to build your brand, powerful way to build your business. So if you're interested, reach out to me and I'll share my link, restream.io. I'll make sure I share it in the comments after the show on all platforms so you guys can check it out. Again, inbox me, call me, text me. Let me know if you're interested in broadcasting to multiple platforms all at once. There's platforms I don't even broadcast to yet. I don't even know. I don't know what to do with Twitch yet. I don't know what to do with something called MD Live. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to figure it out one day and I'll be there too. What's up, Keena Woods? Thank you for being here. Glad to have you in the house. Kelly Bigelow, welcome. Glad to have you here. Everybody, did you share it? Did you tell somebody where y'all at? Come on in. Glad to have you. I'm going to have our guest go ahead. If he's on his phone, he can share it as well to his page. I forgot to tell him that before, but maybe he's on the phone doing the broadcast. But he can hear me, and I know he's doing this thing. He's quick with it. You know, he can go on there, catch me at Lucas Tyndale or Lucas Live Media and hit the share and get everybody over here. We're glad you guys are here. Miss Venus, glad to have you here today. Thank you guys so much. So we're heading into, before I bring them on, I want us to think about this. Today is December 1st, 2020. We are a month away from this year being over. Now, let me tell you guys, the sad reality about 2020 being over is nothing will change if you don't. I'm going to say that one more time. I've been doing corporate training all day, and I've been telling them the same thing. Nothing's going to change if you don't change. You got to change. Like 2020, January 1st, the pandemic's not going to be over. January 1st, sadly, the loved ones that we've lost this year won't be back. Sadly, Kobe and Gigi won't be back. Sadly, all the wildfire, all the crazy stuff that went on won't be. It won't just disappear like it never happened. It happened. It was a tough year. We have to start preparing today. That's why I'm so excited that he put this out here today. It's an opportunity for people to start getting fit. People are always holding off for the holidays, putting on an extra 10, 15 pounds over the holiday, messing with Keena Woods and them sugar baby cookies. Messing with others out here and not working out. I mean, if you're gonna eat a little more, you got to work a little harder, okay? And right now, a lot of people are concerned about going to the gyms, and I go to the gym myself, but every day I look at them like, y'all gonna be open tomorrow? They're like, we hope so, because gyms have been found to be one of the highest places as far as spread of coronavirus, and it's tough. Now, it's a lot of people who are responsible. We wiping down machines. They're in there working hard, wiping them down, keeping them clean. But it's tough because we're all touching the same stuff. We're sweating. It's a lot going on in the gym. Well, this program we're going to talk about today, It's going to break you free from that. There will be no excuse. You don't have to go to the gym, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't feel like you're in shape. A lot of people aren't going to the gym because they feel like they're not in shape enough yet. You don't have to wait anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bring on my friend today. He's going to let y'all know exactly how you can sign up for his program, how you can learn more about it. I'm going to say somebody needs to buy this for a loved one for Christmas. Now, you don't want to make fun of them and be like, I saw you gain like 20 pounds. I thought you should have this. You got to do it in love, but you should do it. All right. Don't not do it because you don't want to embarrass them. You got to do it. You got to let them know. So without any further delay, let me welcome to the show my man, my friend. He's a motivational speaker. He's an author. He's a celebrity fitness trainer and an everyday around the way guy who loves helping see people fit, helping people live their best life. Welcome to the show, Mr. Chris Downing. Welcome to the show, my man.
Them intros, though.
We're going to go on the road. I'm just going to be the hype man. You know what I mean? I can make it happen. I got it. Shout out Jesse Brown. Shout out everybody jumping in. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys are sharing this broadcast.
Yes.
Shout out Tyler Thatcher, everybody. Seth, my man on LinkedIn, welcome. He's a podcast beast right there. That's my guy. If you don't know Chris Downing, you got to get to know him. You got to have him on your show. I don't know if you had him up to the studio, but you got to get him on there. All right, Seth. All right, Chris, my man. Today is December 1st. What's that mean to you? What's that mean to us? What's going on?
It means a lot, actually. It just, it's just another day to be better, really, to be honest, man. I released my solo fitness project today called Over the Edge. And it's crazy. No, like when I say it's crazy, like as anybody who's ever worked out with me, it's crazy. It's 6 weeks and it's gritty. It's just real gritty. And I created this program with a chip on my shoulder. Wow. I really did. I really did. During the pandemic, right when it happened, I sat down with my team and I said, listen, we got two choices. Either this is going to work for us or against us. So we're going to choose to make this work for us. And like in the middle of the pandemic, I reached out to Beachbody. I asked to opt out my contract. People thought I was crazy.
Wow.
I did, man. I just felt like I was just in this place, man. I was in this house and all I was doing was meditating and praying. And just, I was just in this zone, man, where I just started creating stuff. I created a family program for kids and parents. My assistant and I, we put together 2 books, 2 habit trackers.
Wow.
Then I created a 28-day motivation just about mindset. When I pop in every day and talk to you about just a topic on each day. And then once I asked to be released, I created Over the Edge. And that Over the Edge concept was it. I just felt like, you know what? I am going to do something very uncomfortable because at this point I was comfortable. Wow. And I don't ever want to be comfortable.
Listen, first of all, let me say for the whole audience, have you lost your mind, man? What are you talking about? Like you leave Beachbody.
Right.
We talking P90X, hip hop, abs, insanity. Right. We talking Shift Shop. We talking all of them, right? We like Beachbody is the thing. Beachbody, people were doing Beachbody. They didn't even know they was those. Almost every video they were watching was Beachbody for a decade plus. Most people don't even know that half the DVDs they got on fitness are Beachbody. You got recruited by the owner of Beachbody. You told your story on here before. You're under contract. They flew you back and forth from LA. You had a chance to shoot. You're making money. You're doing your thing. And you opt out of your contract in a pandemic.
Yeah.
Help us understand.
Well, here's the truth. The truth of the matter was, so I signed with them in 2016. First of all, they picked me up at probably the darkest time of my life, right? And so I'll forever be grateful for them. I will be. I mean, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in this position. And I acknowledge that, and I made sure I let them understand that. But I hadn't had a program in 3 years. And then I wasn't on the board for 2020 or 2021. So that's 5 years without a program. And meanwhile, I'm in a contract that I can't even sneeze. You know what I mean? So then I started thinking about, how much money I made them versus how much money I made with my talent, my gift, my creativity, my platform. Again, they provided me the opportunity. I had to work the platform. That fan base I have, that's my work. And so I just really started sitting down and started asking myself, what did they really do for me? They gave me an opportunity to introduce me to their audience. I capitalized on it, right? But I felt like I outgrew it. I outgrew their brand, in the sense of I wasn't able to fully be me. You see what I'm saying? Like 5 years out of program is like, how you expect me to feed my kids?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Right, because they're not sending checks every month just because you on the roster.
Right. But see, and I was getting checks every month. But at the end of the day, I start thinking like, I made you this amount. I made that amount. This is my talent. I said, I can do this by myself. And so I already have a production background. You know, I reached out to some people that I knew in production, and I, you know, shout out to Beachbody for respecting my wishes and allowing me to do what I felt was best for me and my family.
That's a big deal.
A
lot of artists, because it's still art. Somebody else is a rapper, a singer, and they look at artists and contracts, not realizing that you're an artist bringing your gifts and talents to the table through a distribution channel. And you could have been stuck too if they wanted to play dirty like a lot of record labels do.
Well, they couldn't play dirty. They had to let me out.
Well, but tell me how. What do you mean?
I was in that type of position where they had to let me out.
I love it.
You know, I was in a position where they didn't want to box with those cards. It was the best thing they knew it was the best thing for me to be able to do what I felt, and my heart was the best thing to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew that, like, when you look at the big picture and you say, okay, what more can I do? Like, people, I don't ever want somebody to dictate what I'm worth.
Yeah.
My whole life has been predicated on what somebody else said my value was, or what someone else said my worth was. And I was in a position where I said, you know what? What do I have to lose? I've already been broke before. I've already lived in the hood before. I grew up on welfare. I didn't see the worst of the worst.
Right. What can you do to me now?
So I'm like, if I lose my house, you know what? I'll get another one. This actually, I had a condo like 10 years ago. I lost it in foreclosure. So I already had that mindset. Like, if I lose a house, I get another one at some point. So I just knew that, like, for me to serve people and help develop the greatest version of them, I need to be on my own.
That's a big deal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching right now and you have fitness goals for 2020, I want you to put that in the comments. Put 2020 fitness goals, hashtag 2021 fitness goals. It's 2021 coming up now. Let us know in the comments. We want to know. I got fitness goals. I know y'all got, come on now. Let's not wait till January 1 and let's not be shy about it. This is encouraging because we know we're not in this alone. It's a lot of people out there who are trying to navigate it. A lot of people, you know, the pandemic came along. Everybody was at home. Everybody was, you know what I mean? It was, people are stressed, depressed. People are eating, gaining weight. It was a tough time. And that weight didn't just disappear when they opened up the restaurants. Everybody went to the restaurants, right? So, I mean, it's a real thing. So, first of all, taking your talents and maximizing your opportunity is big. Your mindset that you have is powerful because people may get your motivation. People may have your books about habits and planning, but it's different to see somebody living it, right? It's different to see somebody living it. My wife is in the comments. She said 6-pack 2021. She ain't playing games. Babe, I got you. I'm gonna get you to over the edge plan because that's what's gonna take you over the edge real quick. And we'll come back to how this all came about. Why did you call it over the edge? As I think about, I mean, that don't sound like fun. I mean, what's going on? What's happening?
I told you I had a chip on my shoulder.
Right.
I felt like, you know, being a nice guy all the time only gets you so far. And like, there's how many times in your life have you like navigated through so much, right? Like you overcame a lot, and then you get to the edge of your breakthrough, and then you freeze up, and you're afraid to take that next step because of a pandemic or because of what appears to be, you know, the reality. When you don't realize you got a third eye, the true reality is what you see in your mind. And so I just felt like I'm gonna walk through this. I'm gonna jump, not knowing. Like on the other side of this mountaintop, I'm gonna create this canvas this time because I don't want anybody else to tell me, you know, what they feel I'm worth or when I can do this or when I can do that. I felt like for so many years, man, I've been in a position where all I did was make other people better, or I made other people's brand more than what I got credit for.
Right.
So I felt like if I'm gonna put energy in building someone else's platform, and then I'm gonna build my own. There was a situation that happened that there's a lot of stuff I did that I obviously I won't publicize it because it's just not who I am. I'm not the guy that needs a pat on the back. But there was a family that reached out to me, and their son was going through a hard time, like a really bad time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm at a Beachbody event, and the parents had told me about their son, so I asked for his phone number. Blew their mind, right? I'm a shop guy.
Right.
So I'm calling. I kept in contact with him for the course of several months. He was going through a lot of depression. I was touring in their hometown, packed out venue, craziness. It was crazy. I got off. In fact, it was in this whole weekend. I was in Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, and Tampa from Friday to Sunday. So I got off the plane. They was already waiting on me when I got there. I went into the back door, put my mic on, got on the stage, and my man was at the event. And I pulled him up on stage with me. And he led the workout with me with a couple other people. And it was his parents just sobbed, right? And what was so mind-blowing about it is to this day, he's on the dean's list, completely transformed his life. Phenomenal kid, no more depression. But what got me is I never publicized it. I never said a word.
Right.
People gave Beachbody the credit for that. And I'm like, Beachbody didn't tell me to ask for their number. There was a situation, and my system to tell you, there's a situation where we have our Power of I Am call, and there was a little girl. She it was her birthday. Her family didn't really have it, and she walked by, and I said, put her on the call. And she called and said, happy birthday, sweetheart. And I said, if you could have any gift in the world, what would it be? And she said, I want a swimming pool. And I said, a swimming pool? She said, I have my pool's in the backyard. I said, well, let me see your pool. So her mom let her take her cell phone outside. Bro, she had this pool that was about one you would get at like Walmart. That's about that big. I said, show me how you would swim in this pool. Little girl was doing breaststrokes. Mind you, this thing ain't no bigger than your toilet.
Wow.
But what got me, man, was her gratitude and appreciation and passion for this pool. The water don't even come past her ankles.
Wow. Man,
I got tears in my eyes, so mind blown by it. Got off the call and I texted my assistant. I said, send her a pool. We sent this little girl a pool, man. If you would have seen, you'd have thought she was at Disney World. That's just incredible. How happy this little girl was. Again, here's a situation that people say, yeah, I love this community. I love Beachbody's company because their trainer does what?
Had nothing to do with them.
Has nothing to do with them.
Crazy.
Nothing to do with them.
Crazy. And meanwhile, Chris Downing is doing it and Beachbody's getting the credit. Beachbody looks like the superhero, like they're Make-A-Wish, and you're just the guy they called to go do it. And really, this is stuff coming from your heart and your pocket to say, I'm willing to help out these people. So right now you're making a transition to say, I'm taking my name, my legacy, my work, and my goodwill into my own hands. I'm going to take it in and do that. Tyler Thatcher asked a question. He said, can you speak to us about self-worth?
Yeah.
Right? Because that's really what this comes down to.
Right. So what we did is again, we said we're going to make this thing work for us and not against us. Right. So the whole key was we didn't watch the media. We didn't give into the fear of the pandemic. We respected it, but we didn't give into the fear of it. Right. And so what we did is we do this thing in my Power of I Am group called reverse engineering.
Yep.
So what we did is everybody set the standard of who you want to become, right? Mm-hmm. You write it down. This is the person I am mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. This is my person. Mind you now, this isn't your physical reality.
Yep.
This is who you were proclaiming to be. Yep. Now, this is how we manifested this. From that moment, we made a decision. We're going to live, treat people, work, train, everything as if we already made it.
Love it.
To that level. So that means I can't entertain fear if I represent a strong level of faith.
Right.
I needed faith to walk away from that Beachbody contract.
For sure.
But I had to reverse engineer in my mind that I already was where I wanted to be outside of their platform. But here's the crazy part. In the midst of that, I have to talk to people as if I'm already on that level. I got to communicate I have to motivate as if I'm already on that level. I have to have a form of certainty and self-worth and value that my value can't be dictated based on their perception.
That's deep. Self-worth. Tyler, I know he answered your question and a lot of other people out there. I hope you guys aren't watching this as spectators. I hope you guys are watching this as believers, believing that your life can be what you want your life to be, believing that you can see it, believe it, make it happen. Like we spend so much time giving faith to the negative. We give a lot of faith to, and this is something I'm learning myself because I did it and I manifested. It happened. I believe negative can happen and negative happened. I'm like, how did that happen? Every job, I had 3 jobs in my life. I tell people this all the time. I had one for 16 years where I met you, working with kids, working with family.
Yeah.
I was fired. It was the craziest thing in the world. But deep down, I was exhausted. I was tired. I probably needed a change. I had been doing it since I was 16 years old. I was 30-something years old now. And I needed a change. But I believe that they might fire me for something. And I never knew what. And I always felt like it would be crazy. And then it happened. Or I believed I would move on. Even if it wasn't them firing me, I just believed that it wasn't going to be much longer. And before I knew it, I was gone. Another job, I was like, I don't know. I don't know about my boss. I don't know if she's feeling me. I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to shine too much for real. I don't know if I'm going to be here long. I was gone before I knew it. I believed, and it happened.
Right.
Now in my life, I'm at a place where I'm like, I got to believe in the best. I'm already rich. I'm already blessed. Me and my family are healthy. I already have everything I could dream of. It's there. I can't physically see it yet, but I'm going to walk it, talk it, believe it. Right. That's what you're telling us to do.
Right. The key to this, honestly, man, the key to it is feeling. Like, you got to feel it. Like, I would always ask myself during this process of reverse engineering, what would it feel like if I was in this situation, or if I was in that situation? You're going to feel anyway. Right. You might as well feel what you want to feel. So it's more to it than just thinking and speaking it. No, you got to feel it.
Yes.
You got to feel that emotion. You got to connect to that. You got to sit in a space and like really process, man, what would it feel like to take my kids to this school? What would it feel like to pay off this debt? Or what would it feel like to be able to bless people? Or like, what would that feel like before it show up? People don't understand. Every dream, every goal, every vision you've ever had is a blueprint of what's waiting on you. They don't understand that. You go to a movie with your family, with your loved one, with your spouse. You watch the previews of a movie that's coming out 6 months or 12 months from now, but you watch movies in your head all along about your future. And you don't believe it.
Wow.
You get a ticket to your own movie, your own story. You see what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that, man. But it takes a lot of rehearsal, like constantly every day. We get up at I get up at 3 a.m. We have a 4 a.m. meditation group. We've been doing it since the first lockdown, since March.
Wow.
4 a.m. and it's just straight empowerment, man. And you gotta lock in that space, man. I got a crazy team. My team is phenomenal, man. And we all locked in with the same vision. And that's why things are happening the way they are.
I love it. I love it. People are getting inspired on here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, I was one who used to be fearful of that name it and claim it, all kind of philosophy. I was like, that's crazy. But for real, like that's Bible. That's real. That's life. That's like, speak those things that be not as though they were. Speak life. Like I don't know why we missed it. I don't know what we're afraid of. I don't know where we got that philosophy that it's so wrong. And so most people don't believe it's possible. So they don't get it and they don't know why. And they're just working harder and harder and harder every day and falling further and further behind, wondering why they aren't bearing fruit for real. Right. Like, it's like, you're not bearing fruit. We got to bear fruit, and we only bear fruit in what we believe. If you believe it's going down and you believe everything is horrible, that's why I love what you said about media, like doing a media fast, like pulling away from some of that. You said you didn't let your mind get bogged down in the pandemic, because most of us are more sick in our mind than we are in our body from COVID.
Right. But the crazy part, the thing that was so mind-blowing in this process is every human being was created for something big.
I love it.
And so when a person says something like they just don't believe it, the reason why you don't believe in your dreams is because you've seen your dreams through somebody else's lenses.
Woo.
That's it.
That's
why you don't believe in your dream. You see your life through somebody else's lenses. If I'm telling you you're not worth it, you're not good enough, you're never going to accomplish anything, and you have no sense of identity, self-worth, or value, you're going to believe whatever I tell you.
100%. 100%. Now your words and your beliefs dictate my life. That's why we got to be careful, even as parents. I realize this as a parent. I got to be careful what I tell my kids is not practical or probable. I can't keep telling them, you got to be more practical. You got to go down this road. Well, we suffered and we went through all this hardship. You got to suffer. Why the heck would they have to suffer and go through hardships if I learned the recipe to get out of poverty and struggle I don't need my kids to go through that. No, people who build dynasties in their family do it because this generation hands off a baton to the next generation of more than debt and problems and
Right.
health issues. They
Right.
hand off a legacy of prosperity.
Right. So here's something that the piggyback that what you just said is so powerful. You say you pass the baton.
Yeah.
You can't pass the baton until you stop the generational curse.
Ooh. Or you're gonna pass curses.
Right. So I look at the way I was raised. Like I grew up in Pulley. I lived
right.
there. But my mom, man, bless my mom, man. My mom didn't develop the greatest version of her growing up. Yeah. So I was only, my reality is what she showed me. My pops wasn't in my life. So that's my reality was based on what my mom showed me. Right. Yeah. So that's in my mind. Now, I still have to cultivate my own identity in the midst of stopping the generational curse. And in the midst of that, I made tons of mistakes, got arrested, got in trouble, all kind of things that was a part of that generational curse.
Wow.
But here's the crazy part. All you need is a split decision. One creative idea and thought, and your life will never be the same. But you gotta, it's one of those things where you have to, we always say in my group, the curse ran in their family till it ran into you.
Woo!
And
crazy,
man.
You're the curse killer, man. Like that's so big too, because we don't realize we believe so much, even medically. We're like, well, my family had diabetes, I got diabetes. Well, no, your family overeats sugar, your family doesn't work out. You believe it, you culturally take on those habits, you mentally take on that mindset, and you walk into the doctor, they say you got diabetes, and they say, is it in your family? Like, yeah. They're like, you got it. You're like, I knew I was going to get it. And you accept it, and you walk into the curse like that's somehow God's will. That's not true. Right. We have to take control of our lives and be willing to go over the edge and die to that old person that was holding us back so we can kill that curse.
Right. It's so deep. We had a call yesterday, and we got on the topic of weight loss. And we just told our group, like, if you have a desire to lose weight, let's just say you're a size 14, and you have a desire to be a size 8. You got to celebrate the journey. When you go from size 14 to size 12, get rid of the clothes that represent you being a size 14. When you go from 12 to 10, get rid of the clothes that represent the 12. You go to 10 to 8, get rid of the clothes that represent the 10. You know why? Because if you leave those clothes in your house, you're telling yourself subconsciously, I might go back. So you got to get rid of it. Don't wear leggings for about 6 months.
Whatever you got to do.
You can't keep those clothes in the house. You have to remove it so you can. So like it's almost one of those things where like people say they struggle with food. You don't struggle with food. You struggle with an emotion.
That's deep.
You see what I'm saying? Food is just a way you trying to comfort that emotion. No, you struggling with an emotion. Food ain't got nothing to do with it. You eat food every day.
True. And you need it. Everybody eats it. Everybody needs it.
You don't have a food problem. You have an emotional problem. So then you got to ask yourself, what emotion am I holding on to that's keeping me from running to myself, but running to somebody else? That void you feel in your heart, you ever feel that void? Like, man, I just feel a void today. That void is the greatest version of you. And the reason why you don't know it is because it's foreign to you.
Wow. Hungry for better. It's hungry for better. And you're emotionally not processing your problems, your issues, your stuff.
Right.
You're
so you run to
your body food.
No, but run to you. It's a greater version of you that want to be identified, first of all, nurtured, developed, and manifested to the world. But you run into food, or you run into this dude, or you run into this chick. That's not the solution.
You're calling out people's problems on here. Be careful.
I'm just saying.
It's real.
But the void is the void. What is that void? Let me ask you a question. If I'm wrong, stone me. Check it out. Why is it that when a person decides to do self-growth, right? They decide to grow, they decide to isolate themselves from their situations and really work on themselves. Once they develop maturity in that area that they were immature in, they no longer attracted to that thing that was external that kept them bound. And is it true or is it not?
That's true.
But it's all based on what? Self-growth. So if you have a void, it's time to grow.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
It's a no-brainer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's amazing, man. That's I think a lot of people I don't think we realize that inside of ourselves we are greater than we think we are. We're very limiting. We have very limiting beliefs. The people before us never had it. They don't know how to tell us how to get it. They're afraid of the stuff that people are doing to get it, and that's not hook and crook. It's not out here doing dirt and doing wrong. It's about us finding a way to believe there's more to life. Too many people are living to die.
Right.
You can't get healthy. You can't improve if the only thing you're dreaming of is life after death. So you're never going to, why would you improve? They're like, you need to eat better. And you're like, I do want to do better. I got kids and grandkids and all, but really everybody thinks the best life is after this. So if you're always living to die, you're going to live under that curse that it's all about after this. And you're never going to have all that you could have here on earth right now. I think we're supposed to have heaven on earth. I think we're supposed to have more than what we've had. And it's not just about money and material things. Talk to us about that, right? You said if you lose your house, you'll get another house. But that's coming from a place of deep peace. Talk to us about things that are bigger than money.
Yeah, I lost a house before. I lost cars. I lost things in the past. And it's not the material stuff. It's the will to not give up on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had this, I remember I was talking to one of my homies and I just said, what would you do if God called your number today? Like, what would you do?
Right.
And you go to the gate, right? You at the gate. And he say, listen, I'm going to roll this film of your life. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you the choice of decisions you made. And then I'm going to show you what I have for you.
Woo.
All right.
It's going to be a tough film.
He runs this movie, right? And you see some of the great moments of your life. And you see some of the hardships, and you see the things that kept you in a merry-go-round where you just was chasing your own tail and you couldn't shake it, right?
Right.
And you continue to keep making decisions, but then you have moments where you're doing well, and you go back to falling off, back and forth and back and forth. You have hardships, you have setbacks, relationship problems, financial problems, just hardships, period, health problems.
Yep.
And then the movie says the end, and you're like, so you're gonna, does that mean that I'm going to hell? And then God just look at you like, why would I send you to hell? You just lived it. Because that wasn't what I had
for you. That's deep. I mean, it's so sad that so many people are living in hell. I mean, people are afraid of it. And in the middle of life, they're living in hell. There literally are people who are living in hell, going through hell, living in fear, not having their best life. People are right now, somebody out there, I'm going to encourage somebody out there right now is looking at Chris like Chris is some anomaly. Like Chris is some unheard of guy who he said it here today. He said it on the show before. He'll tell anybody who will listen, his life has not been easy. And not even just because his childhood wasn't great or somebody messed him up or somebody cheated him. He made his own stupid decisions and own mistakes and yet found a way to redeem himself and come out of this. Chris, somebody out there is thinking you're special and they're not going to have this. This sounds good. Thanks for motivating me, Chris, but I got to get back to my regular job that I hate and this relationship that's horrible and these kids that hate me. And this is just my life. And this is what it is. Help somebody understand that it could be them. Their life can change today.
But it's not about me being special. It's just the only thing I did different is I chose me.
I love it.
That's it. And I'm telling you, I look at our city and I look at all the talent that's here. Just, man, you live in a Hall of Fame city for a reason.
Ooh, that's deep.
It don't matter if you're a janitor. It don't matter if you're a jockey, an athlete, podcast, professional.
Yes.
Like, you live in a Hall of Fame city. Why do you think you are so distracted? You got Hall of Fame potential in your DNA.
Man.
So that's why you so distracted. If you can make it from here, you can make it anywhere. And that's why I sit back, man. And even like, it's so hilarious to me. I'm not at my gym like I used to. I'm there a couple days a week to some classes or whatever, but I don't do much personal training anymore because I look and I'm like, man, these people, like, they don't even understand like the what's available to them. Yeah. And someone said to me, and I'm being transparent. Someone said to me, you should do more, in the community. I said, I do so much in the community. I just don't broadcast it. I'm not a person that seeks attention. So right. I don't do it. I just do it behind closed doors and I keep it moving. But what's so mind blowing to me is this place is crazy talented
Mm-hmm.
but it's the least amount of support for each other.
Mm.
You want me to come on here and talk about my program? You know dang well these people ain't gonna buy my program.
Somebody buying it today. I'm buying it.
Here's
Somebody better buy it.
No. But I'm just telling you the truth, because at the end of the day,
Right.
We don't support each other around here.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me how you can see, like, if anybody that's an entrepreneur, or I see anybody like hustling, really trying to do their best, I try to be a part of their movement.
Absolutely.
Just put us, and I do it behind closed doors.
Yep.
I don't want people to broadcast. And the reason why I do that is because, man, I was that guy. And there was a lot of people to overlook me. It took me being on probation, locked in my basement, filming a video of me training my 2-year-old son at the time, posting a video on YouTube to be discovered globally. When there's been multiple people in this town that could have put me on.
That's big. And here's the crazy part, and here's what I'm about, and you're about. When you were on my show last time, I was super early on, first of all. You had done way bigger things. I'm just starting the show. Reached out to you. I knew you. We knew of each other and stuff, but we wasn't like hanging out all the time. It wasn't like, hey, oh my God, of course I'm going to be on. But that is how you treated it, though. You treated it like, of course I'll be on. I got you. What time? What day? Let's talk about it. Let's coordinate it. Let's make it happen. I'm like, I want to support you. You're like, I want to support you. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. I reached out to you. I said, I see your stuff is coming out. I want to support it. You're like, let's do it. I'm going to support you. I think there is a group that is changing its legacy and starting here. It's starting with others. I had some barbers on recently. Kev Bonner starting a barbershop, and a lot of other barbers was jumping in showing love. Whereas before, we didn't have that many black barbershops in the small town. And now that there's so many and they still showing each other love is a big deal. Legit opened up his restaurant. A lot of people showing love. We got to change this thing, right, Chris? It's time. We have Hall of Fame DNA. What if the Avengers come together? What if everybody says, what Alex doing, what you're doing, all these different, Nate Chester, what everybody's doing, we finally pull it together. I think it's time. I think we're finally ready. I think you were ahead of most of us in your mindset about it. I think you were ahead of us in producing something for it. But I think now is time, man. I believe it's possible. Ladies and gentlemen out there watching, we want you guys to know, Chris, let's real quick before we go any further, let's tell them how they can get it, because I want somebody out there to go out there and purchase. I just believe it. We're going to break the curse. That's the only way to do it. We got to go over the edge. We got to break the curse. All right. Today, Chris, if somebody out there is watching, and we're going to show them a video here in just a second, how can they purchase this product? What exactly are they going to get? What's the deal, and how can they purchase it?
You get some heat. 6 weeks, this program. The way I talk on this podcast is exactly how I talk in my program.
Okay.
So it's like a personal development workout program. Straight up. It really is. And so it's 6 weeks long. We're going to start a group January 4th. Now, this is what I want to do. Anybody who purchases the program here, I'm running a group out of my gym here. January 4th for 6 weeks. Come on with me.
Okay.
We're going to do it together. Listen, this workout is going to be done globally. So I told Allie, my sister, I said, November 5th. Mind you, now it's an independent program, not backed by a major company, right?
Right.
November 5th. She said, Bear, what's your goal for views? I want 100,000 views in 3 weeks.
Crazy.
Okay. Reverse engineering. Every day we approach it as if we already had 100,000 views. Man, before my program came out last night, we was at 153,000 views. In 3 weeks, Japan, Ireland, Norway, Canada, UK, Jamaica, West Africa, people from all over the world.
Crazy.
Press and play. You see what I'm saying? And so,
wow.
January 4th, we're gonna hold a 6 week, call it a camp, 6 days a week. If you got to commit 6 days a week. You don't commit, don't even.
What time they gotta be there? What time
I'm gonna hold 2 sessions. I'm gonna have a morning session. I'm gonna have an evening session, but I haven't worked it out yet. So that way, those who go to work and get in the evening, who are available in the morning, come in the morning. We're gonna do my program at my gym for 6 weeks. Take before and afters. I get to spend the first 6 weeks of the new year with you. You know dang well people's New Year's resolution lasts a week and a half.
Yeah, because they don't have any accountability. They need help.
6 weeks, you gotta lock in with me. Emotional fitness, take care of your food problem, your mental distractions.
Right.
Reinvent your mindset. You get 15% off of all my supplements for a lifetime. And it's a 6 week group, man. And then we also did something I thought was really dope. It was a way for me giving back. So you can become an OTE affiliate, which means over the edge. So anybody who purchases the program, you're going to get an automatic email, right?
Okay.
You can sell the program to people you know and receive a 40% commission.
A
Now,
40% commission?
See what I'm saying? Exactly. Where can you find an affiliate program that you can make 40% off of saying, here, buy this program, use my link? There's a person right now that's in our group. They in January, because we pay out on the 15th of each month, they getting a $6,000 check, man. Just for passing a link to somebody.
40%. Hold on. I got to get my link before we kick this show off. No, that is amazing, man. That is
40% commission. The holidays. Come on, man.
Insane. That is okay. So I got some affiliate programs. Shout out to Restream. Shout out to my people at TubeBuddy for supporting the show. Good stuff, cool deals, sponsorship, whatever. 40% is unheard of.
Yeah.
It shows two things. One, it shows how much you believe in your program. Two, it shows that you're trying to make sure everybody wins. Physically, mentally, financially.
Yeah.
You want everybody to win. There's enough meat on the bone. Everybody can win. That's a powerful, powerful thing. I wanted to shout out my guy, Sean Strong. Sean Strong has been doing workout classes at the Y, doing a hip-hop fitness class. He said his goal for this year is to lose 40 more pounds, right? He's lost a ton of weight already, wants to lose 40 more pounds. Sean, see, this is another example. Somebody coming in here, listening to you, encouraged by the level that you're at. He just started some months ago doing his thing. He's having a level of success. People are enjoying his classes. But this is another example. People supporting each other. Sean, shout out to you for being here today, supporting what Chris is doing. Chris, I think there's some people on here, and some of y'all are going to go to Sean's class and Chris's class, and some of y'all are going to get real about this fitness. Some of y'all are going to decide today's the day, now's the time.
Yeah.
I know for me it's important. It's like I'm not going through another year where it's like, it was a pandemic, and the gym was closed for a couple months. Excuse. I'm done with it. Chris, I want to show them this clip, man. That's what we're about to see. What is this? This is at home. This is something we can look at on our phone, our tablet, our computer. We need a DVD player, a VHS. What can we do? How can we watch this? What's up?
No, this is straight streaming, man. You can stream this straight from your you can, if you have an iPhone, you can mirror it to your smart TV. You can HDMI from your laptop. I mean, there's really no excuse. But before you show this to Sean, bro, real talk, document your journey. Transparency wins every time, man. Document that every step of that weight loss, bro. Record all your sessions, all your classes. Talk before, after, during it. Be transparent, man. People will run to you.
That's big, man. I love it, man. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. Because a lot of people would say, "Oh, this is competing." Well, we're not competing if we all have the same goal of seeing everybody win. And there's enough people. There's enough people who need help. There's enough people with money in their pocket who are going to pay for what they need. There's enough to go around. I tell people that all the time about a show. I'll be like, do a show. Push go live. Use Restream. I'll show you how to use it. Like, there's enough room for everybody. I got a show. I come on a couple times a week. We go live, do our thing. It's so many more hours in a day. It's so much more content to put out there. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited to see more people go live. I'm excited for all the people who signed up with me for Restream. It's exciting. I love it, love it, love it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, pay attention to what's going on. I see his wife is in the comments. She said, let's go. This is love. He said, I appreciate that, and I'll do it. This is big, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley Lucius is here. She's somebody who supports Sean, works out with him. I love that you're here too. This shows that we can come together, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to break a generational curse in this city. Now, I know there's people watching from everywhere, so thank you for being here. But just real quick to our city, we're breaking that. We're not going to be that group of people anymore that are holding each other back, sad to see each other win, because as others win, we are reminded that we all can win. There's room for all of us. So shout out to everybody here today. Shout out to everybody for all the love. So, hey, let's show them a little video here. Let's show them what's up here. Let's let them see a little something. Y'all let me know. I'm going to hit this go button. Oh, wait, where did my video go? Let me get my video back up here. Y'all going to let me know. Make sure y'all can see it and hear it. I'm pushing buttons. Button stuff is flipping and moving. We're going to make this happen. All right. Boom. Let's try it this way. See what happens. I'm gonna hit this. Wait, that ain't it. That ain't the way to go. I'm gonna let them have it. So real quick, as I cue this up, let the people know what they can expect again. What are they gonna see here? What's happening here in the video? What's the deal?
It's just tapping into an emotion, like just being gritty, just looking at where you at right now and just realizing everything you've done only brought you to this point. And to really accomplish your dreams and goals, you gotta go over the edge, man. You gotta go over the edge. You
gotta go over the edge.
You gotta go over the edge, man.
Let's do it. Let's show them what we're talking about. Time to go over the edge. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear that. Let's go.
You turn it up. No sound, brother.
Oh, no sound, no sound. I was wondering. I'm like, all right, y'all. Y'all getting a view of it, though. Y'all getting a peek at it. Y'all can't hear. I didn't want y'all to hear. That's what it was. I wanted to be the only one who could hear it. That's what it was. All right, y'all. That's my fault on the sound. I'm going to mess with that. We're going to get that straight. No volume, no sound. Hey, but they saw people in there working. Yeah. Like help us. They couldn't hear it. What were they seeing here? First of all, I could hear it. You're in there going. Man. Like, what's the vibe? What's the energy you're trying to give to people?
No, the energy was like, I tap into this other person when in front of a camera. Straight up. Like I legit have a character. I don't know who it is, but man, I'm telling you, when that camera go off, I lose all sense of Chris Downey. I become this guy that's like not even normal. Wow. And like during the workouts, I see stuff in my head, right? I can see people struggling with. I can feel people. I can feel, and the crazy part is like I'm talking to the camera. There's nobody on the other side of that camera, but I can feel the people who are going to view this.
Ooh, I feel you.
So I'm like in this place of like pure empowerment. Like I want you to tap into an emotion. I want you to strive to do whatever it takes to bring out the best in yourself. It's just the program is just emotional. It's crazy, man. I watch the clips. Like these are people who are doing the program now. You can hear their emotion,
right?
Like you can hear them grunt. You can hear like it's for real.
They're really going through it. I mean, it sounds like they're going through it.
Right.
It sounds like they're going over the edge. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Shahidra. Shout out to my man, Dewan Lightfoot. Shout out to him, man. Everything he's doing. Shout out to you, all your people, man. Let's talk real quick, man. Tell me a little bit about Allison, your manager, man. I met her when you were on last time. Right. She helped me because she helped me develop a team. She helped me think a little different about my show. You talked about the synergy and the just sharpening of iron and coming together with somebody who's like-minded. Yeah. What has she meant to this journey? What does she bring to the table for you and your team?
There would be no over the edge. There'd be no Chris Downey on this level if it wasn't for Allison. I just 100 with you. And the reason why I say that is because Allie does all the work so that I can be me.
That's huge. You know
what I'm saying? Like she's like I hit the jackpot, man. Like she is the reason my brand is so strong, man. People, her relatability. I don't worry about anything. I just show up and either speak or train. She handles everything.
Everything. You're not playing.
she's just on a whole another level, man. Like she's one of those kind of people that I always told her that I know for a fact that I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for her. There's just no way.
That's big. Let's talk about trusted though, man. It's not always easy to trust people. A lot of people aren't successful because they don't trust other people enough to bring them into their space, to have them on their team. Yeah. How do you trust somebody? How do you turn it over? And then it takes such a big jump from Beachbody, and now she's helping you put together your whole life, man. Everything could have fallen apart. How do you trust somebody that much?
Here's the crazy part. When I decided to leave Beachbody, like I always consult with her about everything I do. So I'm like, here's the deal. And her response was, here's the deal. If you go, it's both feet. You ain't straddling.
That's all she knows. She's like, if you go.
Here's the crazy part. She was a Beachbody coach. She don't even coach anymore. Wow. Like so now I got this whole this pressure. Like this girl walked away from her business, man, to manage my brand.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, that's a whole nother level of trust.
Right. So she trusted you. I'm talking about you trusted her, and you're telling me she trusted you before you had to trust her. She walked away from what she was doing to support your dream.
Right. She one thing I will say about her is I don't like she handles all my business stuff. Like if you get past the interview with her, then it's worth all sitting down. Like, how many people don't even get past her? She shuts it down. She's got a pretty unique background of a life she had prior to this, which keeps me very protected. But she's just people have tried to like buy her. They've tried to
like I need an Allison.
They want to hire her. But right. I will tell you this: you got a strong wife. Your wife has your back, and that's powerful. Yep. But I will tell you this: everybody needs an Allison.
I love it.
If you're a business owner and you need a strong assistant, someone that knows your vision and lives your vision and can finish your sentences when it comes to your vision, she could go anywhere in the world and rep this brand. And you would think that I coached her, but really that's not the truth. Wow. The truth is she believed this.
That's incredible. Listen, Allison's in the comments. She said, if anybody wants her, all you got to do is pay her $500,000. No, I'm just kidding. She said you can only buy her away for $500,000 to $1 million. This gig is priceless. Shout out to Allison, man. She was. I mean, it's like I said, man. You talked about her in the beginning when you were on my show before. Yeah. Again, me and her connected, and I just had to ask her some questions like, "What is it like? What does it even mean to have help and support?" And she broke it down for me. Shout out to Amanda, who's helping me now. Shout out to others who are helping me because I wouldn't have even believed it until I had you on the show and you broke it down. And then I touched base with Allison, and she was like, "You got to have more support. You're trying to do something big. You're never gonna get there by yourself." And it's a big deal. It's a big deal. She said, "Stop." She's not for sale. She said she is not for sale. She ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna try to play this video again. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear the sound. I stole this from your Facebook page. We're gonna see if this one works. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear it, see it. I hope this is the same thing or it's close.
You still can't hear it.
Oh, there's no sound. We're gonna stay right here. Y'all let us know if that sound ain't there. I don't know where that sound is at, man. It's the same thing. Y'all gonna be like, we see this video a lot, but we're not hearing it. Y'all not hearing that? All right, we're gonna fix the technical difficulties. We'll post it in the comments. All right, we're gonna post it in the comments later so you guys can check that out. This is on your website. What can people do? Okay, so where can they buy it? We got to know where can we get this. People hearing about it.
On social media, number one, but you can go to www.thechrisdowney.com. You can purchase it there, and then really, that's it, man. It's. I will tell you, this is hands down my best work, man. This is powerful. It's so spiritual, man. It's so it's so deep. It's just powerful. It's so much bigger than fitness. It really is. It's about your mind. Like once I have 6 weeks in your mind, your whole life is going to change. You're going to change everything. I don't want your body. I want your mind. I want you to see. I want to believe more in you than you believe in yourself.
That's crazy. My wife just said she's signing up for the 6 weeks. She's ready. What time is the morning class? He said he's working on it. So I'm gonna babe, I got you. I'm gonna purchase the program for you. Merry Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get two of them. We can both do it. And we can make it happen. Even as a family, man, is it something we can do with our family? What do we need even? Okay, so if I'm gonna do this at home, do I need to buy a whole home gym or what?
No. All you need is a stepper. You can go to Target or you can go to Walmart. Here's another thing. So we had the ability to create our own stepper, our own bands. And I was like, I don't want people to spend more money. I don't. Because you can go buy that at Walmart.
True.
You can go buy the bands at Walmart. So what you need is you need a stepper. You need elastic and fabric bands.
Okay.
And you need dumbbells. And guess what, fellas? I'm going to tell you right now.
You don't need 50s.
Bro, listen, you will be lucky if you can use 20s, 15s. My upper body workout is crazy. Listen,
That's crazy.
fellas, if you have 8s, keep them close, maybe 5s.
Keep them close. Don't be talking to your girl like you take the 5s.
Workout is nuts.
Wow.
There's no muscle heads in this one. You can't. I will toast you out with a 10-pound, 8-pound dumbbell. I got people. One person was on set. They grabbed cans, was using cans just because I annihilated their shoulders.
That's hilarious. Chris, don't forget the cans. Somebody just said it. Tina Chapman said, Chris, don't forget the cans.
But real quick, I will say this. I don't want to forget. Shout out to John Foster. John Foster he's a local trainer here. He's in the bodybuilding realm. Huge fan, following. When I wanted to do Over the Edge and I came up with this idea, I knew that I needed to tap into somebody else's genius, right? I needed to be pushed. So I hired him to train me. So yeah, that don't even make sense, do it? Like a trainer hiring a local trainer to train.
Somebody told me about that guy. Somebody told me he trained him in high school or college, and they said he's the real deal.
I'm telling you right now, I don't personal train anymore. If you are looking for a personal trainer, John Foster is it. In the program, I shouted him out 3 or 4 times because he taught me some things when he trained me. I used to actually use some of the stuff he taught me, put it in my program. I brought DJ KOB. Put him in my program. I got all my tracks from Chase the Matrix from Canton. So
that's amazing.
My program is all Canton. It's all Canton people. John said, and that's what it's about, man. It's about everybody. It's so much talent here, man. Here's the crazy part about Chase. This is nuts. Mm-hmm. So when I decided to do Over the Edge, I needed some tracks, right? So I texted him. I said, yo, bro, I need some tracks. He didn't respond to me. And I'm like, every time I text Chase, he always hit me back within 5-10 minutes. 2 days go by. He sent me a text. I'm really sorry, bro. I didn't get back with you, man. But this pandemic got me. I'm going through a really bad depression right now. But just let me get myself together. I'll get you some tracks. I said, no, I want tracks right now while you're depressed. And he sent me a text like, what do you mean? I said, I need you to create me music while you in the darkest moments of your life. You know why? Because somebody on the other side of that lens is in the darkest moments of their life. I need emotion. I need you to create me music based on how you feel. Let me tell you something. This soundtrack to my workout is so dope. We putting out an album December 15th. It's crazy.
That's crazy. That's even crazier.
Crazy. Listen, the energy, the tracks in this program, you would think this came from LA or this came from Chase and Canton. Craziness. Wow. Craziness.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You said birth it in the middle of your pain. Stop waiting. Everybody's waiting to get out, get over, overcome. Yeah. I'll do it when I'm feeling better. You ain't gonna feel better till you do it.
Yeah, I don't want your music if you on top of the world, because everybody can't relate to that. No, I want music to represent your darkest moments. What does that depression feel like? I want to hear it. I need to connect with that because somebody on the other side of this lens is going through depression. I need that. I want all the sad, the depression, anxiety. I want all of it in a track.
That is crazy, man. Not only are you producing your own workout video, your own streaming deal, you're pulling together other people. And these are the things you're saying. Everybody doesn't know this and everybody don't need to know, but you're showing support to local people. You're showing people love. You're bringing people on. You're bringing people along. Again, let me repeat, he said he's giving away 40%. When you purchase the program, you get a link that you can send out to people and you get 40%. Y'all, I'm about to make $6,000. Y'all better watch out. Okay. I know lots of people. So, I mean, that's an incredible thing, Chris. The love people are showing. I can't even keep up with the love in the comments and people shouting you out and giving the stories about how you broke them down and built them up, how you broke them down physically and built them up emotionally. It's incredible. It's incredible. So speak to that before we go. While you said you're helping people get physically fit, that was the least of what you talked about. Yeah. One more time for the people who came on late, help them understand what Over the Edge is all about and what your goal is for the people who participate.
It's a mindset. It really is. I mean, if you really think about it, man, think about every decision you've ever made up until this point in your life. That's what brought you to this point in your life.
Right.
But what's behind this? If you go to a place you've never been to experience something you never have. I ask you again, think about that.
It's crazy.
Go to a place emotionally, mentally, I'm just doing this through fitness, that you've never been,
right,
to experience a life that you never had. What's on the other side of this sacrifice? What's actually over the edge for you?
I was speechless. What's over the edge for you? For each person, it's personal. It's not about everybody's same thing. People are on a different journey. You want to know what's over the edge for them,
right.
and over the edge is something great. You're not trying to take somebody to a place of, I'm going to push you over the edge and break you. I'm going to push you over the edge and make you what you were supposed to be. I'm going to force you to face yourself and see it.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't want to break you. That's ego.
Yeah.
I just want you to see you.
Incredible. Chris, today is the kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. It's live at thechrisdowning.com. You can go get it today. It's available. And guess what? Once you buy it, you send a link to a couple people, get a couple people to buy it, and you'll make your money back already.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You sell it to two and a half people, you made your money back already. So
$38.80 a sale is what you get on the 15th of every month.
That's insane. $38.80 a sale. No, if you guys don't want to get it until my official Over the Edge launch, no, I'm just kidding. When I lay out my link to everybody, I'm gonna have an Over the Edge T-shirt sponsorships. Listen, y'all, this is incredible. We don't want to miss it. Go out and support it. Don't wait. Buy it today. You got that money. You holding on for that PlayStation 5. It ain't gonna be here for a while. So go ahead and get it. It's gonna be a while on the PS5s. Go ahead and grab you this right now today, Chris. What's the price of the program? How much does it cost somebody to get this entire program?
So originally, I wanted to make it around $50, but I knew I wanted to do an affiliate program. So that's why the program's $97. So it's $97, and then you every one you sell, you get 40%. That's why you get $38.80 per sale.
I love it.
And I always say to people, like, one person was like, that's expensive. I said, yeah, but your doctor bills are too.
Chris, you telling you your doctor bills are, the food you waste the money is, the cost of, it's way more than that. So the cost to buy a treadmill.
Yeah, $7 is going to change your life. Guess what? You can't even go to a counselor for that cheap.
Okay. And once you got it, you got it.
Yeah,
it's not going to
expire. This is a pay-per-view. Once you buy it, you own it. It's yours.
It's everything. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys, I believe you received the treat here today. Mr. Chris Downing broke it down. I hope you go out and buy this program. And to everybody out there today that got something free, I know I did. You got something free. You got the Heart of This Man here today for free. He shared with us insight, inspiration, education, motivation, liberation. That's what Lucas Live is all about. He gave us all of that today and some. We got to go support this thing, because in supporting this, we're supporting ourselves. It's not about Chris. It's not about us. We're going to put more money in Chris's pocket. He's trying to change our lives in a way that we haven't seen before. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check it out. Chris, thank you again. Again, shout out to Allison. Shout out to your team. Shout out to all the people on here who I never met before. Thank you for being here on Lucas Live, the Chris family and your fans. Shout out to your people, man. I see some initials. What's the crew called? What is it?
My Downey University people.
Oh, the DU.
Yeah, the DU crew.
That's what they were shouting out. Shout out to the DU crew. Thank you guys for being here.
So,
appreciate the love and support, Chris. Man, I appreciate you, man. I thank you that I text you, said what's up. You said let's go. Yeah. And a man of your word, you're here. And I'm so excited to have had you here. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode will be on our Facebook, on our social media pages where you found them today, as well as on YouTube at Lucas Live Media. Make sure you go check it out. Go subscribe. Go check out the last episode where Chris was on here breaking it down before. I got your book right over here. Make sure you guys check out the other things that he has to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your lives to change, and it can start right here today. Chris, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you today on the show. Thanks again for being here.
See you soon.
That was another great episode of Lucas Live, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to seeing you again. We'll be back Thursday at 7 p.m. to talk about the Lucas Live pop-up shop, which kicks off this Sunday. So see us on Thursday.